You can't hold me down. 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 You can't hold me.
For many of you guys know that I had purchased this shop with the house that we currently moved into, and I was planning on renting this place out, and then I decided to actually just keep it and work in it. I really wasn't wanting to, because now I'm having to pay for it, and it's quite a bit. And the meth house that I'm going to be starting on soon, I actually only saved up $5,000 for it, mainly because I didn't rent this place, so it's been taking some of my money that I wasn't planning on using. But I think in the long run I'm really gonna like this place, because I can already feel right now, before coming over here I had a 2-car garage that I had all my stuff in, and it made me not really want to work on anything because I didn't have any space. And the 3 to 4 weeks that I've been here now, I have been able to get so much more stuff done just doing the little things that I need to do in the garage. So I think it's going to end up paying off, and I really like hanging out down here. So this is kind of like my man cave. So I'll just walk through. There's a few things I need to do to it. I'm not going to do too much because I really need to put my money onto the house I'm going to be remodeling. But right now the roof leaks on the other side, and I think it's from where the tin overlaps. I'll show you it in a bit. And then also right here, they didn't go down far enough. So I'm going to get some kind of flashing or valley for roof, and I'm going to slide it. I'm going to take all those screws out, slide it up in there, screw it back in, and keep the water from flowing in there, because you can see it's starting to get all that, and plus the water kind of goes in there. So I mean, it's already pretty bad waterlogged, and it's all the way around it. So I'm going to be doing it all the way over here. And then I also want to cut out all these trees up to the next to the building. And I'm just going to do this around the thing, because I mean, I think that's more important to get it where it's not going to have any more problems. And then patch the roof, and that's where I'm going to leave it. But later on, might be a few years, I want to paint it, and then hopefully at the end of this year I'll also put new gutters up, because the gutters, what's there, are leaking all over the place. This one's rotted out. And then the back side actually doesn't even have any gutters. And I also had put up some solar lights, because right now I get charged $15 each for these lights. So I went ahead and put those up and asked the electric company to turn those off. So that's quite a bit just to have some security lights out here. So let's go here. Let's see if you guys can see it. Oh, and then I'm going to start using this little area to store scrap metal. My dad likes scrap metal, and I do it some. I'm more interested just in copper and aluminum, but my dad does all the other stuff. But if you can see right there, you can see where I think that's where it's leaking. Water's coming in and blowing up under there. And then there's also a spot right there on this part. It's doing it, and it's leaking right there. And then it's also leaking right here. And those are all areas where you can see that there could be water blowing up in there. So I'm gonna probably use anything, silicone, spray foam. I'm probably gonna use spray foam, and when I do it, I'm gonna use the windows and doors, and I'll probably even put some more screws in there to hold it down. But I just need to get something in there, some kind of barrier, so the water can't blow up in there when it's raining and blowing, because this roof doesn't have much of a pitch. So when I first decided to get this place, I was planning on renting it. So the first thing I did is I came in and ripped out all the electric and put new electric in, put a new box in, grounded it, and then put new lights. And I also did a quick paint job. I didn't do a good one. I just wanted to get something on it, but I had to buy a lot of paint, so I only put 1 coat on, and it needed 2. And I put up this door. So my plans on in this room is actually keep it where I'm not going to store stuff. So right now, like all this stuff won't be in here. Just the tools are going to be mainly in here, because I want to keep this bay open mainly to work in. It's because it has the windows, so I don't have to use lights when I'm in here working. So I want to keep this pretty much clean so I can pull anything in, fix it, and get it out. If it's something that's going to take a while, I want to move it back out of there. So now I'm going to go into this room. Same thing in here. I replaced the electric and put in new lights. And this is where I want to keep for storage. And so later on I'll have the mower and all that stuff in here. I also want to get a utility tractor, so it'll be in here. That'll probably be, I don't know, another year or two, because they're a little bit more pricier than I was expecting them to be. And then back here is I want to put shelving on most of this wall, and I want to have it designated for like electrical stuff, plumbing stuff, you know, like the tools for it, and also the supplies, so I can store that stuff here and also have it on hand when I need it for rentals. So that's what I'm planning on having right on this back wall. So I think that'll be pretty cool. And here you can see where it's been leaking. It looks like it's been leaking for a while, but it's all the way across pretty much that line where you could see it. And then there's another one right there, and then it goes into the kitchen. So I think it's all coming in that gap, running all the way across there. And this is lower, but I mean, it's probably ran down it, but I'll get up there and seal whatever I see. And then, yeah, it has a bathroom, and I painted in here. But, you know, since it's a shop, I'm not going to get too nice with it. And this will probably be storage. And then it has a little office. Have no clue what I'm going to do with this place. Probably be storage also. But in the future, I won't be able to do it this year because my money is going to the meth house remodeling. But I want to start going to farm auctions and buying used old stuff and fixing it and reselling it and see whatever I want to do, since I got this garage now. So I think that'll be kind of fun. So I thought I'd show you guys my man cave, bat cave, whatever you want to call it. But I think this is really gonna be a good fit. Yesterday I was out here stripping copper, and yeah, this is nice setting out here. I had a chair, bolted a copper stripper to this thing, and yeah, just listen and watch the cars go by, have a nice view. And there's a pond over here, so I hear the animals making noise, and there's ducks over there and geese. And then there's actually a pond on the other side of our house, so when I'm up at the house I can actually hear it down there or up there too. So yeah, I think I'm going to end up enjoying this, even though I really didn't want to pay for it. But I think in the long run, I think this is overall, this is going to be a lot better for us. And Weenie approves. He hangs out down here. He gets to change. He does his job, chases after all the animals, and there's bunnies, and he's doing his job being a guard dog. So he approves. He just follows me around. But all right, thought I'd show you guys my working space. See you guys later. All right, I got up here on the roof. And a lot of these nails, they used shank nails to hold this down. And a lot of them are coming up, and you can see a lot of them are popping up. And then even over here. So I'm going to screw all this stuff back down with some screws. The rubber seals on them. And then the loose nails I'm going to pull out and put screws in. But most of it I should be able to just put some extra screws in on some areas. I mean, you can see that they've gotten up here and tried to fix it a few times and didn't work. But the screws are going to work better, because then I can actually get it to come down. The nails aren't holding it down good enough. So I'm going to be putting screws in them. And then all along here, I thought it was gonna be a bigger gap, but I think I'm not gonna put any kind of sealant in it, even though I brought that up, but I don't think I'm gonna need it. I'm just gonna go ahead and all the way across here, I'm gonna put in a screw. I got these screws that I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna put them all the way across here, but I think that's where the water's coming in, because you can see some of them are raised up pretty good, so water's probably hitting it and the wind's blowing it up under there. So I'm gonna hopefully get this leak to stop. Alright, I got the silver part of the garage all done, and I just finished this side. I still got the other side to do. You can see all the stuff isn't all bent up So put a lot of screws in and hit all the nails back down. Girl might want to see this.
He's gonna get his ass busted. He's gonna get your ass whooped.